Well, hello and welcome to India Questions, where young India, the future of our country, this is the future of our country, right? They normally question older leaders from around the world. This time it's a little different. Young India questions a young Indian who's making waves around the world. Please welcome Sania Mirza. I think they call you the hardest hitter that Indian tennis has ever had, and I include men also in that, actually.
That's a scary thought.
That's a scary thought, but it's true. You know, one of the big worries that all of us have, especially of a generation that's just gone by, is the media hype and the pressure and the expectations that people put on young talent. And is it too much and is it too little? How do you handle the pressure?
Well, I think I've been fortunate enough to have parents and a background which has taught me how to cope with things like this. And especially, I think, in India, when someone makes it a little big, they make it really big. And there's always pressure, you know. I mean, every question I answer, there's pressure. Every move I make, there's pressure. But I've learned...
Does it help in any way, the pressure? Does it make you try a little harder to meet these expectations, or is it a negative? Is it a positive or negative?
I think it's a bit of both. It's a negative, I think, firstly, because every time I step on court, every point that I play, I'm supposed to win, whether it's against Serena Williams or it's against number 1,000 in the world. So that's something, I think, which is not fair sometimes. But I think as sports persons, and I've spoken to some other sports persons, like some cricketers, and I realize that they go through so much more than I do.
Well, I'm not sure, because I think out of the cricket world, and even amongst cricketers, you're probably the biggest star in Indian sports. Would you say so? Yeah? And they're not selected as Sanya fans, right? These are a random sample. But
well, thank you. I didn't know that, but...
It is true.
I know.
And we worry about it. Should we worry, or we should just be...
I don't think you should, because I think as long as I have my head on my shoulders, everything should be okay.
Right. Now let's, I know a lot of you want to ask questions, a lot of you sent emails in advance. Okay, let's take the first question right in the middle.
From where did you get the inspiration and going to the first time at this tennis court?
I just started playing like any 6-year-old, going for tennis, swimming. I mean, I had nothing to do in my summer holidays, so I just started. And first the coach wouldn't take me because he said I was really small. And a month later, after my mom forced him, a month later he called my parents and he said, maybe you should come watch her play, because I've never seen a 6-year-old hit a ball like that.
Really?
So, you know, I think we never sat and decided that this is where, and this is how, this is what I'm going to be.
You mean as a 6-year-old or a hard hitter?
Apparently. I can't remember.
Is there sort of pent-up anger there, or what is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, my dad's always taught me to be aggressive on the court. And I used to lose matches left, right, and center to players who I wasn't supposed to lose to, because sometimes I would just hit the fence and hit 6 runs and, you know.
Right.
But I used to also beat players I wasn't supposed to beat, because sometimes those shots went in. So it was just a matter of, I think, maturity and consistency. And, you know, here I am today, hitting the ball as hard, but more consistently.
Yeah. When did you actually begin to think, maybe I'm a little different, maybe I can be the best in India? When did it first strike you? When you were 9?
Did. You know, no, I mean, well, I never sat and thought, you know, I'm going to be the best in India. I took pride, and my parents took pride in every step that I made. Whether I was number 55th in India under 12, under 14, or I was number 1 in the ladies, you know, they always took pride in it. And I think we just took it step by step.
Look at the amount of credit she gives to her parents. I wish my daughters would do that. How many of you? Let's take this young lady here in the center again in the stripe.
Hello, Sanya. Well, I'm Preeti. I just want to know, whom do you consider your role model when you came to the tennis world, you entered this world?
Steffi Graf, and I still do. And I think a lot of people will agree with me on that.
Why is that? Because of her personality, her game?
I think the whole package.
Athleticism?
The whole package is great.
Right.
I mean, you know, she's a great athlete, great forehand, one of the greatest in the games. done what she had to do, had a perfect life, had a perfect career, married with kids. You know, there's nothing more I think a tennis player or anyone else can ask for.
And a good human being as well.
She looks like a very good human being. Unfortunately, I've never had the guts to go up and talk to her.
Really?
I've been so
You've
nervous.
seen her but not been able to walk?
Never. I've
Really?
never.
Okay, the young girl here in the front row in the blue shirt here. Yeah.
Hi Sanya.
Hi.
I'm Monica. Thanks for inspiring me because of you I won the under 12 Nike tournament which was held first time in India.
Wow.
After seeing your DSCL Open while playing your under 14 doubles with Kartiki Bhatt, I remember it. So I just want to ask one question. As an upcoming national tennis player, how can I enter into the international fame of tennis without any sponsors and any governmental support?
Good question, actually.
You know, I think you're asking me because I don't know. I'm probably a wrong person because I had a sponsor. I had a sponsor when I was 13, and fortunately I did, Mr. GVK Reddy, and I'm still with him. I think there are a lot more people coming up, a lot more people believing in tennis right now. I think you just have to keep approaching people and not feel shy. As long as you're confident about yourself, I'm sure there'll be someone coming out there.
Okay, we'll take a quick break, but when we come back, Sanya, we want to ask you another thing that all of us worry about. You do so many ads, there's so many commercials. Does that distract Sanya or does it not distract her? That's in a moment from now. See you then.